Hello, devoted readers of TV Day's Drama Digest. We're back with a story that's as gripping as any daytime soap opera, yet grounded in the raw, unfiltered reality of life's unpredictability. Today, we dive into the deeply personal journey of Alison Sweeney, the beloved Days of Our Lives actress whose radiant smile and commanding presence have captivated audiences for decades. In 2019, Sweeney faced a diagnosis that shook her world: basal cell carcinoma, a form of skin cancer. This is not just a story of illness, but a powerful narrative of courage, advocacy, and triumph. Join us as we explore how Sweeney confronted this life-altering challenge, emerged stronger, and used her platform to inspire millions. The diagnosis, a moment that changed everything. In the spring of 2019, Alison Sweeney, then 42, was at the peak of her career. Known for her iconic role as Sammy Brady on Days of Our Lives and her warm, relatable persona as a host on The Biggest Loser, Sweeney seemed unstoppable. Her days were filled with the whirlwind of filming, producing, and balancing her life as a mother of two. But beneath the surface of her seemingly perfect life, a subtle yet insidious threat was brewing. It started innocently enough, a small, persistent spot on her skin that refused to heal. At first, Sweeney dismissed it as a minor irritation, perhaps a blemish or a reaction to makeup used on set. But as weeks turned into months, the spot grew more noticeable, prompting concern from her family and close friends. Urged by her husband, David Sanov, Sweeney made an appointment with a dermatologist, a decision that would prove to be life-saving. The diagnosis came like a thunderbolt: basal cell carcinoma, the most common form of skin cancer. Though less aggressive than melanoma, the news was devastating. Sweeney, a woman who had faced countless fictional crises on screen, now found herself grappling with a real-life drama. I remember sitting in the doctor's office, hearing the word cancer, and feeling like the room was closing in, Sweeney later shared in an emotional interview with the Skin Cancer Foundation. It was surreal, like something out of a script, but this was my life. Understanding basal cell carcinoma, a silent threat. Basal cell carcinoma, BCC, originates in the basal cells, which are found in the deepest layer of the epidermis. Often caused by prolonged exposure to ultraviolet (UV) rays from the sun or tanning beds, BCC typically appears as a pearly or waxy bump, a flat, flesh-colored lesion, or a sore that doesn't heal. While it rarely spreads to other parts of the body, untreated BCC can cause significant local damage, disfiguring the skin and, in rare cases, invading deeper tissues. For Sweeney, the diagnosis was a wake-up call. Growing up in sunny Los Angeles and spending countless hours outdoors, she had never given much thought to sun protection. "I was a kid of the 80s, she admitted in a candid moment. "We slathered on baby oil and baked in the sun, thinking it was harmless. I never imagined it could lead to something like this." Her story resonates with millions who, like her, underestimated the cumulative damage of UV exposure over time. The treatment, Mohs surgery, and the road to recovery. Once diagnosed, Sweeney's medical team acted swiftly. They recommended Mohs micrographic surgery, a highly specialized procedure known for its precision in treating skin cancer. Mohs surgery involves removing the cancerous tissue layer by layer, with each layer examined under a microscope until no cancer cells remain. This technique minimizes damage to healthy tissue and is particularly effective for cancers on the face, where cosmetic outcomes are critical. The surgery was scheduled at a leading dermatology center in Los Angeles. Sweeney, accustomed to the spotlight, found herself facing a new kind of vulnerability. "I was nervous, not just about the surgery itself, but about what it meant for my life," she recalled. "Would I be able to return to work? Would there be scars? Would I feel like myself again?" These questions swirled in her mind as she prepared for the procedure. On the day of the surgery, Sweeney arrived at the hospital with her husband by her side, his steady presence a source of comfort. The procedure, performed under local anesthesia, was meticulous and time-consuming. Each layer of tissue removed was a step toward freedom from the cancer, but also a test of Sweeney's resilience. "I kept thinking about my kids," she said. "I wanted to be there for them, to watch them grow up. That's what kept me strong." The surgery was a success. The cancer was fully removed, and Sweeney was left with minimal scarring, thanks to the precision of Mohs surgery and the skill of her medical team. However, the emotional toll lingered. "Even though I was told I was cancer-free, there was this fear that it could come back," she admitted. "It changes you. You never look at life quite the same way." A new mission, advocacy and awareness. Emerging from her ordeal, Sweeney was determined to transform her personal struggle into a force for good. Partnering with the Skin Cancer Foundation, she became a vocal advocate for sun protection and early detection. Her message was clear: skin cancer is preventable and early intervention can save lives. "If my story can inspire even one person to get a skin check or wear sunscreen, it's worth sharing," she said. Sweeney's advocacy efforts were multifaceted. She participated in public service campaigns, sharing her story through interviews, social media, and public appearances. Her posts on X became a platform for education, where she urged her followers to prioritize skin health. "Get those skin checks," she wrote in a post that garnered thousands of likes. "It's not just about looking good, it's about staying alive." Her authenticity resonated, cutting through the noise of celebrity culture to deliver a message that was both urgent and relatable. She also collaborated with dermatologists to promote sun-safe behaviors, emphasizing the importance of broad-spectrum sunscreen, protective clothing, and avoiding tanning beds. "I used to think tanning was glamorous," she confessed. "Now I know it's a gamble with your health." Her work extended to supporting research initiatives, raising funds for skin cancer prevention programs, and speaking at events to educate the public about the risks of UV exposure. The emotional journey, facing fear and finding strength. Beyond the physical aspects of her diagnosis and treatment, Sweeney's journey was an emotional roller coaster. The word cancer carries a weight that transcends medical explanations, evoking fears of mortality and uncertainty. For Sweeney, a woman who had spent years portraying a character known for her tenacity, this real-life challenge tested her in ways she never anticipated. In private moments, she grappled with anxiety about recurrence and the impact on her family. Her children, Ben and Megan, were young, and the thought of leaving them was unbearable. "There were nights when I'd lie awake, wondering if I'd done something wrong, if I could have prevented this," she shared. Her husband, a former California Highway Patrol officer, became her rock, offering unwavering support through sleepless nights and tearful conversations. Sweeney also leaned on her faith and her close-knit circle of friends, including fellow Days of Our Lives cast members. "The soap world is a family," she said. "When I told them what I was going through, they rallied around me. It made all the difference." This support network, combined with her own determination, helped her navigate the emotional aftermath of her diagnosis. Returning to the spotlight, a triumphant comeback. By August 2025, Sweeney was ready to return to Days of Our Lives, reprising her role as Sammy Brady with a renewed sense of purpose. Fans, who had followed her journey through her candid social media updates, greeted her comeback with an outpouring of love. Her return was not just a professional milestone, but a personal triumph, a testament to her resilience in the face of adversity. On set, Sweeney brought a new depth to her performance, infusing her character with the strength and vulnerability she had gained through her experience. "Cancer changes how you see the world," she said in an interview with Soap Opera Digest. "It's made me more grateful for every moment, whether I'm acting, spending time with my kids, or just standing in the sunlight." Her return also sparked conversations about health and wellness within the Days of Our Lives community. Sweeney used her platform to encourage her co-stars and crew to prioritize skin checks, even organizing an on-set awareness event with dermatologists. We spend so much time under bright lights and in makeup, she noted. It's easy to overlook what's happening with our skin. I want to change that. The broader impact, a legacy of hope. Sweeney's story is more than a personal victory. It's a clarion call for awareness in an era where skin cancer rates are rising. According to the Skin Cancer Foundation, more than 5 million cases of skin cancer are diagnosed annually in the United States, with basal cell carcinoma accounting for the majority. Yet, with early detection and proper treatment, the prognosis is overwhelmingly positive. Sweeney's experience underscores this truth, offering hope to those facing similar diagnoses. Her advocacy has had a tangible impact. Following her public discussions, dermatology clinics reported an uptick in appointments, with many patients citing Sweeney's story as their motivation. I had a woman come up to me at an event and say, "I got a skin check because of you, and they caught something early," Sweeney recounted, her voice thick with emotion. That's when I knew this wasn't just about me, it was about saving lives. Sweeney's influence extends beyond her immediate circle. Her partnership with the Skin Cancer Foundation has helped fund educational programs in schools, teaching young people about sun safety. She's also worked with policymakers to advocate for stricter regulations on tanning beds, which are linked to an increased risk of skin cancer, particularly among young women. Lessons learned. A call to action. As we reflect on Alison Sweeney's journey, several lessons emerge. First, the importance of listening to your body cannot be overstated. A small, seemingly insignificant change in your skin could be a warning sign, and early detection is the key to a successful outcome. Sweeney's story is a reminder to schedule regular skin checks, especially if you have a history of sun exposure or a family history of skin cancer. Second, prevention is within our control. Simple habits, wearing sunscreen daily, seeking shade during peak UV hours, and avoiding tanning beds, can significantly reduce your risk. Sweeney's transformation from a sun-worshipping teen to a sun safety advocate illustrates the power of education and personal responsibility. Finally, Sweeney's resilience teaches us about the strength of the human spirit. Facing cancer is a daunting prospect, but her ability to channel fear into action is a model for us all. Whether it's through advocacy, supporting loved ones, or simply choosing to live each day with gratitude, we can all find ways to make a difference. Conclusion: a star who shines brighter. Alison Sweeney's battle with basal cell carcinoma is a story of courage, transformation, and hope. From the shock of diagnosis to the triumph of recovery, she has faced her fears head-on, emerging not just as a survivor but as a beacon of inspiration. Her return to Days of Our Lives in August 2025 was more than a comeback. It was a declaration that life, with all its challenges, is worth fighting for. As we close this chapter of TV Days Drama Digest, we invite you to take Sweeney's message to heart. Get that skin check. Wear that sunscreen. And above all, live with the kind of courage that turns adversity into advocacy. Alison Sweeney has shown us that even in our darkest moments, we can shine brightly, illuminating the path for others. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.